Starter has them. Walking in. And they're off. Racing away for the £250,000 Grade 1 Alder Aintree Bowl chase. They go over 3 miles and a furlong and racing down to the first of 19 fences. They've all taken that well, being led by Ahoy Senor, a dual winner at this Grand National meeting in the past. Leading down towards their first open ditch, fence number 2 from Conflated. Those maroon and white silks. Shishkin over in third, going notably up in journey today. Plutar just behind him in red, white and blue. And Garlaw, Jonathan Burke in the back there in the green and blue colours. On they go towards fence number 3. It's Ahoy Senor. Brian Hughes on board. He shows the way at the third. From Conflated, he was third in the Gold Cup last time, runner-up in this race last year. He shadows Shishkin, is against the running rail. Further length and a half away to Plutar, last year's Gold Cup winner. Yet to complete in those 2 runs so far this. At the back of the field is Garlaw. So taking the turn then as they race out into the far side for the first occasion. And that's Ahoy Senor who continues to show out in front. 2 Conflated, racing to the outside of Shishkin. They're in second and third. A few lengths away now to Plutar under Rachel Blackmore, and Garlaw and Jonathan Burke at the back. Now the first of the 4 obstacles down the far side. Great jump there from the leader, Ahoy Senor. From Conflated, Keith Donahue. Shishkin chasing up that pairing as they go to the 5th. And then Plutar and Garlaw. This plain obstacle. Garlaw was untidy at the rear. Shaken up on the landing side. Now an open ditch. Fence number 6. Ahoy Senor. He got in a bit close there, didn't he? He maintains the lead though. From Conflated, Shishkin. Close up in third, yellow and black check for Nico de Boinville. Then Plutar and Garlaw. And Conflated just coming through now to pick up the work. Conflated's moved into the lead. Ahoy Senor looking to come back at him though, as they race towards fence number 8, the cross fence, for the first time. Nothing in it now between the leading pair. They take each other on a bit going towards fence 8. Conflated to the outside of Ahoy Senor. Now developing about a 4 or 5 length cushion from Shishkin. Over the cross fence, Plutar lands in 4th, and Garlaw just getting a little way behind the others. Now gets a wake-up call as they turn back towards home and go through their starting point and race on towards fence number 9. Ahoy Senor has regained the lead now from Conflated on the run to the 9th. Shishkin in 3rd, then Plutar and Garlaw chivied into it. The back marker of the 5 as on they go towards an open ditch now. Fence number 10. Ahoy Senor back in front and back with a clear lead over the ditch. 2 Conflated. He lands in 2nd. Shishkin in 3rd. Plutar in 4th, and then Garlaw. This long run between these 2 fences. Approaching the 11th, which will be the 19th and last in another circuit's time. Ahoy Senor and Brian Hughes will lead them towards fence 11. From Conflated, Shishkin with a good look at the front. And then Plutar and Garlaw a little bit slow at that fence. So with a lap to go in the Alder Aintree Bowl, it's Ahoy Senor who shows the way, nearly 2 lengths in front. Shishkin is up into 2nd place now. Conflated in 3rd. Then Plutar and Garlaw a further 5 lengths behind. They take the turn into the far run. Those 4 fences down the back again, and next jumping tests. Ahoy Senor looking for that Grand National hat-trick here at the meeting. Ahoy Senor leading by about 2 lengths. And the Aintree Bowl this afternoon from Shishkin in 2nd place. Conflated in 3rd. Plutar is in 4th, and then Garlaw, fence number 12. Ahoy Senor, he hit the top of it. Shishkin moves up to his inside on the run down towards fence number 13. Ahoy Senor by length over Shishkin. Conflated back in 3rd, then Plutar and Garlaw about 10 lengths behind the 2nd to last horse now. Shishkin angles a bit wider as they went over that open ditch, as Ahoy Senor still held sway as they run towards the final fence over on the back straight. Ahoy Senor from Shishkin, Conflated and Aplutar. He's in a little bit closer, Ahoy Senor. He gets away with it. Shishkin still travelling perfectly well enough in the hands of de Boinville racing in second. Conflated now moves to his outside again. And then Aplutar, as they work over that final jump down the back straight. Alder is still continuing, but about 12 lengths behind the second to last horse now. We're about to go down the side of the course, a cross fence coming up for the final time. This will be 4 from the finish. Running down towards the 16th, Ahoy Senor leading. From Conflated to the outside. Shishkin is back in third, then Aplutar at 4 out. Ahoy Senor landed with the lead. Conflated travels up strongly to the outside. Shishkin now just been nudged along by Nico de Boinville in third. Aplutar and Rachel Blackmore trying to come up with something now in fourth as they begin to turn towards home. They've got 3 left to take in the Aintree Bowl. Ahoy Senor is out in front and he leads by a length and a half to the outside. Aplutar tries to make the effort now. Shishkin is under pressure. Just about maintained second at the moment. Conflated now beaten in fourth and Alder has been pulled up. The final open ditch, 2 out, and Ahoy Senor into it and over safely clear by 3 or 4 lengths to Shishkin in second. Aplutar is now ridden along back in third. Conflated has been eased right off. They're racing down towards the 19th and final fence, and Ahoy Senor is 5 lengths clear. Shishkin is trying to get closer though. They're racing to the last. Ahoy Senor now only leads by 2 to 3 lengths at the final fence. Ahoy Senor landed in front, but here comes Shishkin to the outside. Shishkin is now on turns and he goes by up the run-in, and it's Shishkin who's going to be home in front in the Aintree Bowl. Shishkin up in trip, he wins it. Shishkin beating Ahoy Senor. Aplutar in third. Conflated was pulled up before the last.
Well, Shishkin stepped up to 3 miles for the bowl, and he needed virtually all of the 3 miles to win, and he did so in fine fashion in the end, running down a career best performance from Ahoy Senor. Nicky Henderson is his proud trainer. Those little bits and pieces, the things that you tweak, they seem to work.
Yeah, well, not surprisingly, after Cheltenham, which was very disappointing, you had to do something about it. He was very good at Ask at the time before and very indifferent at Cheltenham. Well, he finished really running on second in the Ryanair, but that was much better. He jumped really well all the way and he looked as if he had work to do, but he's finished it very strong, and so he's proved I probably should have realised 2 years ago that he wasn't a 2-miler, but he was winning champion chases, so why not?
Absolutely.
But yeah, he wants 3 and that's that.
He's evolved, hasn't he? It looked like he was on it right from the start. We talked about the way he was striding around the paddock, but also the way he went to post and the way that Nico had him lined up on the inside. Did Nico give the vibe that he felt that he was switched on right from the word go?
He looked, I'd say, much happier than he was from the word go in Cheltenham, where from the word go at Cheltenham, he wasn't going, he was behind the bridle the whole way. At least today he wanted to take him there.
And the other thing that we saw, which we did see at Cheltenham actually, is he's got lots of guts, hasn't he? I mean, he had to work to get into it.
He tries very hard, yeah. I mean, I don't think he was outpaced. I think he's got quite laid back about the game at the moment, to be very honest. He does his own thing and he goes around it in his own time. He could just sharpen up a little bit, but we'll see what happens next time. I mean, next time will be next season, so we've got plenty of time to think about it.
Does that suggest you've got headgear maybe floating around in your head somewhere?
Well, you never know. I mean, you've got to look at everything, haven't you? But it wouldn't be impossible. But Nico and I'll have a talk with Joe and see what we. I think you've got to think about the King George as the obvious place for him to, as the objective. And take it from there.
Maybe a Gold Cup? Maybe.
Well, let's
maybe.
One step at a time. It's got to be that way.
Okay, well, congratulations and very best of luck with Constitution Hill and also with Epatante in the next.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Lydia.
Thanks, Nicky.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.